Hey there, Penguins, and welcome back to the weekly Jambar in 10. I'm Jordan Bond.
And I'm Scout Nicholson, making my anchoring debut here at Jambar TV.
We got a big show for you today, a lot of great stories coming up. So without further ado, let's get right into the news.
The Senefani School of Nursing is feeling the effects of a nationwide nursing faculty shortage. Here's Alex Sorrells with more information.
The shortage can be attributed to many factors. This includes faculty retiring quicker than they can be hired. Right now, the college has a faculty population of 21 with a goal of 25.
Although the goal is to hire more nurses, the college is planning on losing at least 3 or 4 in the next coming years. The college has strict requirements from the Ohio Board of Nursing regarding faculty to student ratios. If these ratios cannot be upheld, it would cause the college to accept less students and grow at a slower rate.
Looking at maybe more federal money, more opportunities for grants that schools can apply to that could create those faculty roles. Trying to offer incentives like employees, offering back to school incentives for the nurses that are at the bedside.
The decrease in nursing faculty has been ongoing for several years, with the American Association of Colleges of Nursing reporting a 7.8% vacancy rate across 922 schools as of 2023.
We're trying to help the nursing shortage, watching those students grow from new novice students when they first come in and watching those light bulb moments come on and really being a part of their career growth.
For real change to be made across the nation, changes need to be made at the federal level.
If employers are offering incentives for people to go back to school, we can try to recruit more, do more recruiting events specifically geared toward those nurse educators and try to really hone in on them to see if we can tell them all the important things about nursing education.
Youngstown State University nursing faculty attends conferences where people are reporting the same issues across the nation.
This is Alex Sorrells reporting for the Jambar.
In an end-of-year meeting, the Youngstown State University Board of Trustees met to review and vote on changes to several university policies. The changes approved cover faculty workload, peer review, tenure, and post-tenure policies, among several others. The list of policies can be found online at ysu.edu under the University Policies section.
On January 9th, Youngstown State University held the first event in the America 250 program. Hosted at Noble Creatures Brewery just off campus, guests had the chance to enjoy a modern replication of George Washington's recipe for beer. Also at the event was a professional reenactor who played the role of Washington. History professor Amy Fluker had more to say.
We have a gentleman named Kurt Redabaugh who does impersonations or reenactments of George Washington, and he does these all over the country. And so he agreed to come in character as George Washington and speak about what life was like in the Continental Army.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The next America 250 will be hosted at the Center of Industry and Labor on February 20th.
YSU's English department is rolling out new discipline-specific sections of Writing 2 designed to better connect with the required course for the student majors. The new sections include STEM, engineering, art, and criminal justice.
Those students in those majors always had to take a Writing 2 course. These sections have just been designed to better fit the interests and required skills and strategies and things for a student in a particular major.
Faculty say the IEA is based on writing in the disciplines, an approach that has been around for years, but has gained new attention after recent changes to general education. The decision to create these sections did not come from a top-down requirement. Instead, it started with interest from different departments across campus. Faculty hope that connecting writing to students' interests will make the course feel more useful and maybe a little less intimidating for students who struggle with writing. But don't go far, Penguins, because we'll be right back after these messages from YSU.
We know you hear it all the time. Why Youngstown State University? Why go to a school in the Mahoning Valley of Northeastern Ohio? Surprisingly beautiful as that may be. Why live on a campus that sits on the edge of the Rust Belt? Historic and inspiring as that may be. In short, why choose Youngstown State? Here's why. Because when it comes to engineering, medicine, sports, business, and the skills you need to take your place in the future, We take a back seat to nobody because you can afford us. And we will afford you the opportunity to build the future you want and the life you desire. Why Youngstown State? Because we care about you, your success, and our future. Together. Youngstown State University. Now you know why.
Welcome back, everybody.
The Jambar has been the voice of YSU students since 1931, documenting campus history for nearly a century. On January 15, 1971, Volume 48, Issue 25 of the Jambar went to print, documenting the biggest news on campus at the time. The weather that day in 1971 was predicted to be cloudy with snow flurries and a temperature in the 30s, which mirrors our recent forecast, cloudy skies with snow showers and temperatures around 20 degrees. The front page featured a coverage by news editor Pete Wilms highlighting the dangers of illegal street parking on Bryson Street, where blocked fire hydrants and narrow traffic lanes was brought to attention by the Youngstown Fire Department. In sports, the Penguins defeated the Gannon Golden Eagles 88-77, led by Ronnie Smith's 28 points. In national news, Super Bowl V was set with the Baltimore Colts facing the Dallas Cowboys. Nearly 55 years later, the world has seen many changes, but the Jambar's mission remains the same, continuing to be the voice for YSU students.
The YSU Police Department over break continued to address crimes happening on campus. The YSU PD updates and publicizes on campus came regularly in its query logs. Since December 15th, YSU PD received 19 reports of various crimes, including theft, aggravated assault, criminal damaging, trespass warnings, dating violence, drug law violation, obstruction of official business, and even identity fraud. A man was arrested in front of Coley Hall on December 31st for a violated trespass warning and possession of drugs. He had also matched the description of a suspect of prior theft cases at the M62 and M63 parking lots. A YSU student reported that 2 credit cards were created under her name using an address and her Credit Karma account. The victim is unsure who the suspect is, but told the police that the address was used, former address at the flats back at Wick. A pursuit ended after officers conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle on the eastbound service road. The driver and passenger of the vehicle ran from the scene. The driver was obtained and was later identified. Passenger escaped after cutting through a property on 5th Avenue. A firearm and a live shotgun shell were found, and the suspect has not been found since.
YSU is naming its production studio located in Bliss Hall after Board of Trustees member and longtime WKBN Community Affairs Director Dolores Crawford. Crawford has been a staple of the Youngstown community, leaving her mark by being involved in numerous local organizations and even received a key from the city from former Mayor Jamal Tito Brown. Crawford was in the studio to receive her honor on December 18th.
Youngstown-based group Riley Burke Band concluded their Midwest mini tour this summer after the release of their debut album, First Night at the Drive-In. This band includes its frontwoman Riley Burke, guitarist Quentin Meltnick, keyboardist John James Martin, bassist Matthew Strysky, and drummer Lance Batten. Burke began writing music during her early days at Kent State University, where she majored in speech pathology and audiology. She now attends the Northeast Ohio Audiology Conservatorium at the University of Akron. From there, she found her band and began to create music under the Riley Burke Band, releasing multiple singles and their debut album. This year, Burke's band is focusing heavily on collaboration and writing their next album.
One of my big goals for the year is to be more open to collaborating and less afraid of oh, what if people don't think this is good? Because honestly, it doesn't matter. We're not trying to make something that's good. I'm just trying to make something that's cathartic to me. That's my main point in doing all of this. I just want everything that I write to feel authentic to me and feel healing in a way.
Riley Burke Band will be performing at Penguin City Brewing Company on March 21st. Their music is available on all streaming platforms. Well, Penguins, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us once again. I'm Jordan Bond.
And I'm Scout Nicholson.
Have a great day and go Penguins.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.